This is Carrie Bradshaw recording on April 14th, 2022 for 7th grade Intro to Business Technology. Okay. So good morning. Who in here has heard the phrase taking initiative? Okay. See a bunch of hands going up. I want you to take a few minutes and speak with your peers or a neighbor and explain to each other what you know about taking initiative and when you have heard the phrase. So go ahead and discuss.
I think it's where controllers start. Yes. You copy. No, I said. No, that's my brother. I will drag you later.
Okay, is everyone pretty much finished with their discussion? So what'd you say?
Taking control.
Taking control. Okay. How about you in the 87 jersey?
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it? Okay. What about you right beside me? You've never heard of it? Who in this row has heard of it? Okay. So you,
Taking control of the situation or being in charge.
taking control of a situation and being in charge. Okay, Adidas shirt.
I've heard of this thing, but I just don't know what it means.
Okay. Does anyone else want to give their thoughts? Alright. So based on the discussion you had with your neighbors and peers, what do you think the definition of initiative is? Yes.
Like taking control of like a situation
Okay. Taking control of a situation? Yes.
Doing something like doing initiative is doing something you don't necessarily have to do, pushing yourself to the office of procrastination.
Yes. So doing something you don't have to do, but taking the initiative to do it. Okay. Anyone else want to add to that? Okay. So the definition of initiative, it's the ability to be productive and show ambition. Go above and beyond the minimum job requirements, like he was saying. Maybe it's not something you necessarily have in your job description or in your homework assignment, but you take the initiative to go a step further and do better. Voluntarily start projects. Don't wait on someone to tell you or remind you. Like me and Mr. Rowe were discussing the Flow Lab. How many of you automatically sign in when you get in class? Okay, I see a lot of hands, so maybe this is more 6th grade, I don't know. But he has to remind a lot of students every day to sign in. So voluntarily doing it without being told, that's initiative. Attempt non-routine jobs and tasks. Initiative is establishing your own credibility. It's being able to work independently. When you think of your teacher or when you get jobs, do you think they want to be behind your back, micromanaging you, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing? Or do you think they would like better those students or workers who are able to be trusted to do the work themselves? do the work themselves, right? Because they've got a lot of stuff that they need to do. And if they are busy micromanaging you, that's taking away their time to do what they need to do. Completing assigned tasks efficiently, effectively, and timely. So when you miss a day in class, you have assignments to make up, right?
Yes.
Do you do that at home, or do you try to find time at school to do it? Or a little bit of both? Because we don't want you getting behind in other classes and trying to do a work for a different class. And it's the ability to work towards goals. Does anyone have any questions on the definition of initiative? Okay. So now I want you to think, what are some ways you can take initiative? And we are going to be working on a little worksheet to help you with this question. But go ahead and be thinking on how you can take initiative. So if you don't already have a pencil or a pen out, please go ahead and do so. You are going to be expected to write, of course, so please just make sure your handwriting is neat. Don't worry about spelling or grammar. This is just to get your thoughts on paper. Wait just a minute before you start filling it out, please. Yes, please put your name on it.
Okay, that works.
All right, as you're looking at the worksheet, it's got 3 boxes in it. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, and what will you be doing? And then where do you see yourself 10 years from now, and what will you be doing? The third one, what is your dream career? So this worksheet is basically asking you to lay out your goals, long-term goals. Why do you think it's important to establish goals for the future and have a plan on how to achieve those goals? Yes.
Because if you don't, then you're less likely to end up doing what makes you happier than you wouldn't.
Okay. So if you don't have a goal, how do you know where to start? A goal gives you a focus on how to do or on what to do. So take a minute and go ahead and fill out your goals. The 5-year and the 10-year goal. And I will fill one out along with you guys.
Why you get face? Boom, make noise.
Don't forget to put your dream career as well. When I was walking through, I see everyone's pretty well finished. Do you think everyone in this room is going to have the same goals? Do you think they're going to have the same career aspiration? No, probably not. Everyone is different. You're going to have different goals, both personal and professional. And that's okay. We're all different, like I said. What did you put as a 5-year goal? Still be in school? Okay, but what are you hoping to accomplish while in school? Is there a program you're wanting to join or learn more about? Not really? Okay. Who has a specific 5-year goal? Yes.
Mine is to be trying to get a scholarship for football and go to Clemson.
Okay, so getting a scholarship for football to go to Clemson. Anybody else? Because if you think about it, 5 years, you're going to be at the tail end of your junior year, about to go into your senior year. Orange shirt, yes. Welding school. So you're probably going to be in the welding pathway when you get to high school and take their classes. Okay. Yes.
Working at McDonald's.
Working at McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes. Welding. Okay. All right. What are some of your 10-year goals? Yes.
To happily be working as an architect.
To happily be working as an architect. Okay. Yes.
Be playing football in college and starting to try to get like masters I don't know.
All right. What's your dream career?
Laser tech engineer or NFL.
So laser tech engineer, is that what you said? Or NFL? That's some good goals. Big goals. All right. 10-year plan. Or goal. Yes.
Working at Walmart.
Working at Walmart? You're just ready to work, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Orange shirt. Say that again. Professional TIG or MIG welding. Okay. Yep. I haven't heard from many people over here. What are some of y'all's 10-year goals? White shirt. Time, I think it says, or Tang.
10 years from now, I see myself working somewhere after getting a college education.
So working somewhere after a college education. So what's your dream career?
Something involved with computers.
Something involved with computers? Okay. There's a big demand for that. And there's multiple different pathways that would keep you working with computers. Blue sweatshirt sweatshirt.
When I 10 years old,
Yes,
I'll be on TV.
to be on TV. So is your dream career being an actor? No? A what? A host? Oh, a game show host, maybe. Or, okay. Alright. So, thinking about your goals, your 5 years and your 10-year and your career goals. What steps are you going to take to reach your goals? And what can you do today that will help you reach your goals? So on your worksheet, out to the right-hand side or below, write down the steps you can take. Like one, the welder, he can make sure he's on the welding pathway in high school, takes all the classes, and there is a test that you can take at the very tail end of the pathway that may get you certified. So, while y'all are writing that down, I'll give you examples of my goals. So my 5-year goal, with me being in a master's program, trying to get my teaching certification, that is my goal. I want to graduate, receive my certification, and as I complete taking over the work-based learning program, I'm hoping to have a great program for you guys when you get to be a junior and senior. Yes, sir.
What did you say we're supposed to be writing?
You need to be writing the steps you can take to reach your goals, both the 5-year, the 10-year, and the steps you can take to reach your dream career. Has anyone ever heard the term SMART goals? It's an acronym. So S stands for specific. Make sure your goal is specific. Don't let it be so broad that you don't know where to start. Make sure it's measurable, like the 5-year and the 10-year. If you're going to college to get your dream career, part of those steps of being measurable is passing each class. A stands for attainable. Can you reach these goals? Is it something that you're able to do? R stands for relevant. Is it relevant to you? Is it something you can do? And T is timely. Make sure it's measurable. Give yourself an end date for the goal. That way you work towards it better. All right, so for the one who wanted to be a game show host or an actor, what were some of the steps you put down? What about when you're in high school trying to join the theater? Because that would give you experience being in front of a large audience
So,
and learn how to speak in front of people and project your voice. Do what? You don't like theater and drama? Well, how are you going to break into the game show? Because it's entertainment.
Yeah, but it's not.
But you got to have a foundation, though. You may not always like where you start out, because I'm being upfront and honest with you guys. Even if you go to college and get a college degree, when you go out to a job, you're not going to start at the top. You're going to start at the bottom and work your way up. And this is true for any job you go to. You're going to have to earn your keep, so to speak. So even if you may not like theater, that's probably a stepping stone you need to take if your end goal is to be a game show host or any show host. Alright. Let's see. Orange shirt. No? Well, what's your goals? Did you have any goals listed? Come on. We need to have something listed. Are you wanting to graduate school? So that would be 5 years from now. So put that down. Are you planning on going to college? Or maybe owning a home? Owning a car? Those are goals. Not everyone's going to be able to afford to buy a new house or a new car, especially in this area. Housing prices are ridiculous. But that may be a goal. You may have a goal to move away from Blairsville. Small town, you hate it. You want to go somewhere where it's exciting, where there's more options of stuff for you to do. That's a goal too. It doesn't have to be professional. It's just something you're working toward to achieve. All right. How about you? What were some of the steps you listed? Take a pathway in construction. So your goal is probably to work after graduation rather than go to college? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. All right. How about you? Yes.
Graduate high school in
Graduating high school, is that what you, okay, perfect.
probably looking with my dad. Electrical stuff.
Okay,
And probably even do a degree in engineering and computer science.
okay. All right, very good. Does anyone else want to share what they're going to do to help them achieve their goals? All right,
No, I'm not.
so having initiative is important. This is one of the most significant employability skills needed in the workplace. Why do you think that is? Yes.
If you're not wanting to work, you're not doing it, then you're just doing it, and
Right. So if you want promotions or promotions or pay raises, who do you think your bosses are going to be looking at? Are they going to be looking at the one who just does the minimum, or are they going to be the one who takes initiative, does things they see need to be doing without being told, and even tries to do more than what maybe their job description entails? Who do you think the employer is going to pick? This is an easy one, guys. Do what?
It kind of depends on the work field. 'Cause you can get in trouble for doing stuff that you're not supposed to do, that other people are supposed to do.
Possibly. It depends, though. It really depends on the job and on your employer. Because some of the things you've got to be certified to do, like me, I can't just go into a hospital and be a nurse. Draw people's blood, stick them in the arm with needles. You do not want me to stick you in the arm with a needle. It will not go where it needs to go, and it will hurt. So there's specialized training for that. So yes, you're right. I mean, you can't just go do something that you're not trained to do or certified to do. But like, let's say working at Walmart, someone put their 10-year goals at Walmart. You see that something's messy. And maybe you're a cashier. Maybe it's not your job to straighten it up, like the candy right at the register. You see it's messy. Maybe it's not your job to straighten it up, but you take pride in your work, you go straighten it up. Straighten up the chips, bags, Cokes, whatever. Alright. Are you able to become successful without taking initiative? Raise your hand if you think that. Can you become successful without taking initiative? You're doing this.
Well, in some cases,
In some
but
cases,
not most of them.
alright. So explain a case in where you can become successful without taking initiative.
I mean, it depends on what you call successful.
Okay, well, what do you think successful is?
I mean, anything that puts you in a forward motion.
Anything that puts you in a forward motion? So maybe success for you ain't the money part. What would it be? Would it be recognition at a job? Or just making sure you earn enough to provide for yourself? Maybe a family later on?
I guess they'll just assume when they get out of high school, people in businesses are just going to be like, hey, come work for us. Hey, you, I like your hoodie. Come work for us. Like, you don't have to take initiative. You don't have to go to school after high school or fill out applications or show a good work ethic or pay attention to your teachers while they're teaching. Second time, third time, still looking down, right? Yeah, hey, why take initiative? I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
They're just going to be showered with money and job opportunities, of course.
Well,
Yeah, you got
with signing bonuses today, I mean, McDonald's has a good signing bonus
sign-up bonuses, but why do you think they're offering that?
because they're short staffed.
They're short-staffed, so many people are not taking the initiative to get a job. They're waiting on handouts. Are the handouts always going to be there, though? No. So you better learn how to do something. Learn how to work. Take the initiative. You know, getting up of a morning, setting your own alarm clock, not depending on someone to wake you up. Those are important things to do. On your worksheet, there's down at the bottom 9 ways to take more initiative at work. And this can be at school too. Don't just think this is specifically at work. You can take initiative anywhere. Take it at school, at home, and it's important at the work too. What's the first one? What's the first one say?
Still, constantly search for new solutions and more effective approaches.
Okay, so never stand still. Constantly search for new solutions and more effective approaches. When you start on a job, you're going to be the newbie, of course. They're going to have plans and policies in place. And these may have been in place for years. Maybe they're not very efficient. As a new person, you come in, you have great ideas. And you might have an idea on how to do something better. So speak up. Let your supervisor or boss know and try to help them implement it. What's number 2? You.
Do more than is required. Do more than is required. Try to do something extra all the time.
Yes. So set yourself apart from your coworkers. You are competing with them for jobs and promotions. So do more than is required of you. Number 3, this young lady down here.
Think as a team member, not an employee. Cooperate, prosperity will lead to personal prosperity.
Okay, so think as a team member, not an employee. Corporate prosperity will lead to personal prosperity. If your company is doing well, they may pay you more. If it's not doing so well, they may have to cut back on the wages. Number 4, you.
Speak up and share your ideas. There's always a need for fresh, powerful concepts. When you have an idea, share it.
Okay, so we sort of touched on this one with number 1. If you have an idea, speak up and share it. Don't just not, say it. Because they are going to appreciate fresh eyes who have fresh ideas. All right? You.
Fake it till you make it. Always put yourself
Very self-confidence, focus on your strengths.
Alright, so what do you think they mean by fake it till you make it? Yes,
Show a public image that's better than what it actually is until you actually obtain that personal image.
okay, so yes. Portray an image, it's something you're working towards, so it may be one of your goals. But promote your confidence in yourself, in your ability to do the work. And as you stay in the position, you grow and learn and obtain more experience to where you finally meet, make it. Alright, so number 7. Purple shirt in the back, sweatshirt. 7.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared.
Aim to constantly grow, value your work, be professional. Prepare yourself for success.
So what are some ways you can be prepared? What are some ways you can be prepared? Yes, knowing what you need to do ahead of time. Okay. Yes,
Arriving early.
say it again.
Arriving early.
Arriving at your job early. All right, so when think about of a morning. Yes,
This is not about the topic, that's all. We just done another 5, we skipped 6.
okay. Very good. I'm not prepared. But we'll finish the prepared one, then we'll revisit number 6. What do you do of a morning to get ready for school? Get dressed? Okay. Do you lay your clothes out the night before, or do you pick them out the morning of? The night before? Very good. Yes, sir.
We got our dog.
You take out your dog, so you make sure he goes to the bathroom before you leave for school. Okay. All right. And thank you for mentioning we skipped one. So number 6, consider every opportunity. What do you think that means? Yes.
If you see a chance to be able to get a better job, you guys can take the work. You can still do it. You can.
Okay. So maybe in the same company, you see a job that you're wanting to apply for as an end goal. So take it every opportunity you can to learn about that job. And maybe when it opens up or time for promotions, you may get it. Yes, sir.
I guess consider every opportunity for growth. Look where you can make more money or get
Okay, so maybe personal growth. Maybe you read some self-help books or ways to be successful books. Number 8. Back there. What's it?
Be self-promotional, really get you succeed.
So what does it mean to be self-promotional? Think of it in terms like a salesman. Are you selling yourself, selling your job skills to a potential employer? What about to a potential girlfriend or boyfriend? Let me rephrase that. I'm not talking about like selling yourself, but like personality wise. If you're always a downer or negative, do you want to be around someone who's negative? Or do you want to be around someone who's positive, who will help build you up? Okay. And number 9, in the back. You. Yes.
Ask too many questions. Observe everything that's going on around you. Be curious and ask questions.
Did you know taking initiative is asking questions? It is. Because you take initiative to learn. If you're wanting to learn about something more, you ask questions. When I worked at the bank, I worked in the loan operations department. I was loan document preparation specialist. So when the loan officers at the main branch had all the documents signed, they sent it to my department, and I had to enter the information into the system. When I got proficient enough at the job, I was expected to train new employees. Every time I sat down with someone to train them, I told them, please ask questions. If you do not understand something, let me know. I can't help you if I don't know how to help you. I mean, I'm training you the way I know to do it, but ask questions. If I don't know an answer, I'm going to find someone else who can explain it to you in a way that you learn it. What are some ways you can ask questions at school to take initiative? Yes.
So ask your teacher how something works rather than just toughing it out and trying to figure it out yourself.
Yes. If you're having a hard time figuring it out, ask. Get some clarification. Yes, sir.
Like, if they tell you something and you didn't listen, like you can ask them like what they said so you understand it better, or if you didn't understand something, you could ask them and like they may know how to tell you in your own way.
Yes. Very good. What about you who are wanting to go on different pathways? Maybe speaking to a guidance counselor. They can help you navigate what classes to take, or if you have a college in mind that you're wanting to apply for, maybe speaking with a counselor to see what the requirements are to get into the school. That way you can make a plan and get into the school. Does anyone have any questions about what initiative is or how you can take initiative? Okay. If you don't, there is an exit ticket that Mr. Rowe, I hope, has posted to Google Classroom or is in the process of posting. So just take a few minutes to complete it and make sure to submit it. And then I believe you will be allowed to play on your games till it's time for class to begin.
I'm gonna leave that decision up to you. This is your time.
Do what?
I'm gonna leave that decision up to you because this is your time.
Okay.
Just while we're waiting, on me to post this, so I brought up Alexis, my stepdaughter, and she's gonna be graduating
No.
a month. You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce.
Hey, boys.
Why you such me, man?
Gentleman. Alright, I'm gonna put it in the announcement section, not under the assignments like last time, that confused my other class. Yeah.
So, like on the tablet, it's going to be
So Alexis is gonna graduate in a month, and